Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. So for today's video I am coming back with a JD special. It's another haul video, and as you can already see from the title, this is a Beauty Bay haul. I've never done one of these before, but during lockdown I have been treating myself to some new makeup bits because one of my favourite things to do when I am bored is to play with my makeup and experiment a little bit. So I have treated myself to some new makeup bits, and I thought I would share them with you guys and film a haul video. So if you want to see what I picked up from Beauty Bay this time around, keep watching, and without further ado, let's get into the video. So I've got this big massive box here, like dying. Yeah, this big massive box turned up in a cardboard box that was equally as big, and not gonna lie, I was kind of stunned. I was like, I didn't think the stuff I ordered would need a box this big, but apparently it did. And I did treat myself to a gift box to keep it all in, so it came looking all nice and pretty, and I can actually keep stuff in here as well. So it was kind of like a double-ended sword. I did it for two reasons. One, for the aesthetics, because obviously I'm a Libra, that's what we do. And then I also got it for a kind of a practical reason, because I actually keep stuff in this because this box is ridiculously big, so all my big palettes will fit in there. So that's the kind of thing we're dealing with this haul, guys. So let's just dive on in. Whoop. Okay, I'm opening Pandora's box quite literally. So there's 4 things in here that I've got to show you, which might not sound like a lot, but some of the things I've got were like splurgy, expensive, kind of like, you know, I splurged out and I treated myself. But 4 things might not sound like a lot, but the stuff I got I'm really happy with, and I can't wait to show you. So the first few things, I'm going to do this almost in some kind of category order. We'll save the big things until later, so let's shut that back up for now. So the first thing that I have to show you is actually something useful rather than something that I just wanted. It's actually kind of a useful thing, and I got this. So it's from Revolution, and basically this is a double-ended masking brush. And basically what this is, it's a brush that is designed to apply face masks to your face. So instead of getting your fingers into the like the pot or the tub or the jar or whatever, and then it gets all under your nails and it's a nightmare to get off, and then you've got dirty fingers and it's like nasty. Basically you can use this brush instead, so you can keep your fingers nice and clean and it doesn't get all under your nails. That's the idea anyway, and I'm hoping it's gonna live up to that. But I like this one because it's double-ended, so I can use one end one time for one mask that I've got on the go and just keep it for that. Or it means I can open it for one end and then keep the other end for another mask and then wash it off. So it's quite practical because there's 2 ends. So that's why I like that one. It's from Revolution, and their stuff generally is really affordable. I thought, well, I'll get an affordable one this time, but if I like the idea of it, I can always get a better quality one or a more high-end one further down the line. But honestly, like this one, just because it's an affordable brand doesn't mean the quality might be compromised. Like, this might be perfect. And this brush was double-ended masking brush was £5.95. So pretty good, like, you know, just shy of £6 for a double-ended makeup brush, so £3 per end. Can't really go wrong, can you? So hopefully this is going to spare my fingernails from getting a bright brown, like, coffee mask all under my nails. That would be nice, wouldn't it? The next thing that I picked up is something that I've had my eye on for quite a while, but I haven't been brave enough to get it, if that makes sense. So I picked up some of the RCMA no colour powder. I have seen so many beauty Instagrammers, beauty YouTubers, even like famous beauty gurus raving about this stuff, and you can get RCMA in a couple of colours as well as like the no colour one, but a lot of people use this no colour one to bake. Now baking is something that I associate with eating food, not to do with my face. Like, the only thing that's normally involved with baking is my mouth to eat all the yummy food. I've never actually baked my face before, but I know that a lot of beauty YouTubers use this powder to bake like around their nose and like under their eyes and that kind of thing, and it almost acts as like another way to like brighten up your face, which it sounds intriguing, and I have always wanted to try it, but I've just never had the guts to. But at the minute I have been experimenting more with my makeup. I mean, like, if today's eyeshadow doesn't give you a clue as to that, so I thought now was a better time, like, you know, no better time than now during lockdown to get a little bit creative and experiment and try some new products. So I picked up some of this powder. I am really intrigued to try it, and I am intrigued to see if it works. The only thing I am dreading is it going to make an absolute mess of my vanity or of my bed or of my clothes? Is it literally just going to go everywhere? But hopefully it won't, if I can use it properly, if I can find the right brush to do it so that it doesn't completely mess everything up and I don't like Casper the Ghost like all over my clothes, because that's not fun, honey. But yeah, a lot of people rave about this, so I am intrigued to see if it lives up to the hype or whether it is just all hype and it actually isn't that good. If you've tried this, let me know in the comments if you like it, if you think it's good, or if you haven't, is this something that you want to try as well? Because I am genuinely intrigued and I am actually looking forward to testing this out. So yeah, something very different, almost a bit basic, like it's not particularly special to look at, but hopefully it'll do something marvellous to my face when I use it. And that powder was $11.75. So for some like plain coloured powder, I get that it could seem a little bit pricey, but to be fair, this tub is quite big. I mean, some products you literally get like that, like half the size. I mean, this product is literally like, is there a weight thing on here? I'm not even sure. Well, it's cruelty free. Label on the back says it's cruelty free, so that's great. Love that. I can't see, it just says net weight 3 ounces. I don't know what that is. Like, where's the grams measurement? I'm stupid. But I know that is big, and for 11 quid or whatever it was, you don't normally get that much product. Like, I know some of the other like translucent powders, you literally get like half this amount and it's like 2 or 3 times the price. So to be fair, it is fairly affordable for the amount of product you're getting, I think. And yeah, I can't wait to try it. So the next thing that I have to show you, we're actually moving on to eyeshadow palettes. So the next 2 things and the final 2 things in this haul, because like I said, it's not a massive haul, but I got some really, really cute things. So hopefully you like what you've seen so far, but we're actually moving on to eyeshadow palettes now, which I don't know about you, but eyeshadow is probably my favourite part about makeup. I just love like the experimentation you can have with it, and I feel like you can really show and demonstrate your personality and creativity through eyeshadow. Like, some of the eyeshadow looks that I see on Instagram and here on YouTube are just insane. Like, some people are just so talented, and the amount of like expression and like creativity that they put into their eyeshadow looks and what they come out with, it's just unreal. Like, if I could get like a patch on some of the talent of some like beauty creators, like, I'm in awe of them, like, seriously. So eyeshadow is one of my favourite things to sit and play with, and often when I get bored, it's my eyeshadow that I tend to mess around with rather than other things. I mean, today's makeup is just one of those experiments where I got bored and decided to play. So there you have it. I do like to do it. So the first palette that I'm going to show you out of my Pandora's box of goodies here is this one. So I've got it here. That gives you a little teaser as to what it looks like. So the first thing to note with this palette, it's like Beauty Bay's own brand rather than like the other high-end brands that they stock on there. Like, Beauty Bay actually have like their own range themselves, and I've seen a lot of beauty YouTubers and beauty bloggers as well raving about this palette, and they say it's really good and that the quality is really good and that the colour pigmentation payoff's really good. So naturally, off the bandwagon, didn't I? Because we all know I love jumping on a good bandwagon. So the box looks like that. So it's the EYN Bright Matte palette. Now, this eyeshadow palette has 42 colours. Yeah, 42. You heard me right. Like, there's just loads. Like, there's just so many. So wrap up. So it looks like this. So it's just a really nice simple packaging with the black and then the blue, which is a little bit holographic as well, which I love. And yeah, 42 colours, and you won't believe it when I tell you in a bit like how much this palette was. Like, before I do tell you, there's 42 colours in here, so have a guess how much you think this is and put it in the comments. Like, how much do you think this is for 42 colours? Yeah, I'd be intrigued to know how much you think it is. But this palette looks like that. Like, I don't know about you, but I need a minute. So if I need a minute, you're probably going to need a minute as well. Like, oh my god, I'm so amateur at showing palettes still, but hopefully you can see. I mean, how insane. You've got reds, pinks, yellows, greens, blue, purple, basically the whole damn rainbow in a palette. It's genius. Like, I'm so excited to sit down and play with some of these colours. Like, I know that these purple shades at the bottom have got my name on, as have the yellow and the pinks and the reds. Like, to be honest, all of them. But I do tend to gravitate towards like reds, pinks and purples the most. I have to be in the mood to do blue and green and stuff, really. I will get around to using them, and it's just giving me an excuse to sit down and play with my makeup so many more times. Like, I've done it a lot already in lockdown, but now that I have this, I have even more of an excuse to just keep on doing it. So yeah, that's what the palette looks like. So they're all like square, and then there's just like the B imprint on each shade, because that's like the Beauty Bay like brand logo, I think. But yeah, it's just, I'm just absolutely obsessed. Like, I've had this on like my personal wish list for quite a while, because I've seen some of my favourite beauty YouTubers that I do like to watch tutorials of. Like, yes, I do watch makeup tutorials. I find them oddly quite comforting sometimes, especially if I'm feeling anxious and I can just sit and just watch someone do their makeup. I find it quite relaxing. So, and I've seen a couple of people using this palette, and I was just like, that palette is perfect. Like, there's one of every colour in here. Like, yes, this isn't my first bright coloured palette, and I have got like another 2 or 3 that are quite similar, but for the price of this and like just how many looks I'll be able to create with it, I talked myself into it. Like, not that I needed any encouragement, but I talked myself into it. So yeah, I'll just bring it in one more time so you can have another look. But honestly, if you want an affordable palette that's got every bloody colour under the sun in it, if you just want to play with makeup, yeah, if you want a nice palette that's just got everything in it, and these are all matte, but they do have another version that's got some matte and some shimmer, but I knew I wanted all matte because matte shades are easier to blend and I can have more fun with it. So, and I've got other shimmer shades in other palettes that I can use. So, the big reveal. This palette, my friends, for 42 colours, bear in mind, okay, £23. No, you didn't hear me wrong, £23. 23 quid for 43 colours. Or 42 colours. Sorry, I'm getting carried away here. That's how excited I am. Yeah. Now, I don't know about you, but that is a steal. Like, that is an absolute steal. And from what I've been hearing, the colour payoff in these is really, really good. So it's not like you're paying a little price and then that's reflected in the quality. Nuh-uh. No, that's not what I'm hearing. So yeah, this is an affordable little gem. So if you want a colourful palette that is less than 25 quid, you need to get on Beauty Bay and you need to get on this. And this isn't the only one they do. They've got one that's like a warm toned one. They've got this one, and there's a couple of others on there as well. And they have got some that aren't as big. Like, this is the biggest size because it's the 42, but I think there's one with 9, and I think there's one with around 20. I'm not quite sure. But they do have other sizes in these, so if you don't want a big palette like this that's like got 40 colours in it, you can get a smaller version of it, and that's cheaper, I'm presuming. So yeah, you need to defo get on Beauty Bay and defo look at their palettes, because honestly, they've got every colour combo you could possibly want, and they're really affordable. So for all my students out there, this is budget friendly, I can assure you of that. And yeah, I'm so happy to have this in my collection, and I can't wait to play with it. And then the final thing in this haul, like I said, it's not a massive haul, but the goodies kind of like speak for themselves. It's another eyeshadow palette, but this time it's much more of a high-end purchase, and it was definitely a treat myself moment. This is a palette that I have had my eye on for literally months. It's got to be since like Christmas last year, the start of this year. It's literally been months. And I saw it on Beauty Bay. It was actually reduced by a little bit. And I was like, you know what? I haven't seen it that like cheap and with that discount before. And it's selling out really fast. And I'm bored in lockdown. So screw it. I want it. So I ordered it. So another Ariana Grande moment. I want it. I got it. Quite literally. So this palette is the Amrezy palette in collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now I have so many palettes from Anastasia Beverly Hills already. I've literally got, I think it's like 1, 2, I think I might have 4 other ones besides this one. But honestly, the pigmentation in their shadows is just off the charts. They are so good. And even though the palettes are a little bit more on the pricey side of things, you defo pay for the quality. But also with these palettes, the packaging of them is just absolutely gorgeous. And I just love how they sit on my vanity. They just look so nice. But yeah, I've wanted the Amrezy palette for ages. And again, like the other palette that I showed you, I've seen people using it in tutorials and in videos, and it just looks so stunning. And I was like, I really want that palette because that eyeshadow look just looks so gorgeous. So I treated myself and I have a newborn child in my collection, in my arms. Like, I'm so happy about this. Like, you have no idea. I'm sorry, but before I show you the colours, can we just take a minute for this packaging? Like, we all know I'm an absolute sucker for like anything glittery or blingy or shimmery in the slightest, but can we just take a minute to appreciate that? Like the whole thing is covered in glitter. Like, look at that. It's so pretty. Oh my God, I love it. So yeah, anyway, enough of me having a freak out over a glitter packaging. Let's actually show you what the palette looks like. Duh, that's what you've come to watch. So the inside of this palette looks like that. So there's loads of neutral tones. There's some pink tones in there. That shimmer there, like, oh, I'm really bad at this. That one there just looks absolutely stunning. And I cannot wait to get that on my eyelids. That's just going to look stunning. Tell you what, I'm feeling generous. Let's do some swatches. So I'm going to swatch that one here at the top. And that shade is called Barb. So let me just swatch that real quick. Hang on. Oh wow, can you see that? Whoa, holy shit. That for like night out makeup, like what? That is ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna swatch another shimmer. So the next one, now one of the colours that actually drew me to the palette in the first place is that blue shade there, up there, called Leo. So I'm going to swatch that one so you can see what that looks like. Not being funny, but like I'm barely having to put my finger into these shadows, and the pigment payoff is just insane. Like, can we appreciate how bright that pigment is? And I've literally barely put my finger in. Like I said, Anastasia palettes can be a bit more pricey, but you definitely pay for the quality of the shadows. Like, they are so buttery, they are so pigmented, they blend like an absolute dream. So I can definitely recommend their palettes generally. They're just for some of my favourites. So let's swatch that Leo shade. Oh my God, that is actually dreamy. Whoa, I need a minute. Like, I'm stunned. Like, can we appreciate that for just a second? Like, look at the blue. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to stop. So the last one I'm going to show you, seeing as we've gone bright, we'll do another bright one. So this bottom shade here in the corner is called Reezy. I think that's how you say it. I'm guessing because, yeah, I'm going to go with that. So let's just dip my finger in. Again, like the blue one, it's so buttery. Like, look at that. So good. Oh my God. Okay, so let's just put that down the middle. Oh yeah. Oh, I think we've got a favourite shade already. Look at that, guys. Look at that pink. So pretty. Like, those two shades together, and to be honest, the blue and that one go really nice, but those two together, that is absolutely stunning. I am obsessed with how that looks. Oh my God. I'm so excited. I don't think I've ever been so excited to play with the palette before. Yay! It's like Christmas. That pink, I am obsessed with that. And it's almost got like a purple, not undertone, but almost like a bit of a purple layer to it as well. Like if I look at it in certain lights, it's got a bit of a purple tint to it as well, which I am just obsessed with. Wow. I mean, I knew that these palettes had really good colour payoff, but I'm sorry, like, just mind blown at that. I'm literally obsessed. So yeah, I'll just show you one more time just so you can have a little look. So there's loads of shimmer shades, loads of matte shades, there's some transition crease shades in the bottom there that you can use to start you off. There's like a black one there so you can smoke anything out as well. But yeah, there's just a range of colours, but mainly on like the neutral pink kind of spectrum, and then that Leo shade is just a little bit of a, almost like an odd one out, but I love it, like obsessed. And also with Anastasia palettes, you actually get a brush in the palette as well. I tend not to use them because I have other brushes that I prefer, but it's just a little added bonus in case you're thinking of getting it, like you do get a brush inside it as well. Wow, that was very fun, like woohoo. And then the last thing to say about this palette is how much it is. I found it. It was hiding in a box. It was hiding amongst these boxes over here. So the Amrezy palette was £41.75. Now I get for most people that is kind of pricey, but most Anastasia palettes are around that price mark, between £40 and £50. The Amrezy palette is supposed to be either 49 or 46, but for some reason on Beauty Bay it was reduced to 41.75. I don't know why it was that number, but I hadn't seen it that low anywhere else, and some of the other websites, even with student discount, it wouldn't have been that like cheap, if that makes sense. It's still an expensive palette, but I just thought that that discount was quite good and I hadn't seen it anywhere else, so I decided to get it off Beauty Bay instead of other websites like Feel Unique or Core Beauty. So I just got it off Beauty Bay because the price was right, quite literally. But yeah, it was £41.75, which I know for some of you might be completely out of your price range, and I totally understand that. But this is something that I have wanted for ages, and I know I'm going to use it because I love all my other Anastasia palettes as well. But if you're after like a treat, or if you've got a birthday coming up or a special occasion, and you like makeup and you enjoy playing with it and experimenting with it, I can definitely recommend this palette because the colours in here are just so stunning. And if you've never had like a high-end palette before, this could be like the ultimate treat for you. And that's it. That is everything that I picked up from Beauty Bay this time around. I really hope you enjoyed seeing that. Let me know in the comments what your favourite product was. If you've got any of these products, I'd love to know what you guys think of them. Whether I've made some good choices or if I've literally made the biggest mistake of my life. Please come and tell me in the comments below. But thank you for watching if you got this far. I hope you enjoyed it. You know the drill by now. If you enjoyed this video, smash a thumbs up for me, and if you're new around here, I would absolutely love it if you could click that subscribe button and stick around for all my future videos. It would be so good to have you. If you want to come and chat to me elsewhere during this lockdown period or just in general, the best place to find me is probably my Instagram. I will put my username on the screen here so you can come find me and you can come chat to me about anything. It doesn't have to be makeup, it can literally be anything. I'm always around on Instagram. Most of my screen time is from that. It's really bad, but yeah, I'd love to hear from you. So if you want to talk about anything to do with what was in this haul or just anything else, if you've got any video requests or anything like that, just come chat to me. I don't mind. I will happily talk to you guys, and it's actually like my favorite thing about this. If you want more beauty themed hauls, beauty themed videos, let me know in the comments or DM me on Instagram, like I just said, like my username and all that jazz. All my other socials will be linked in the description box as well, so come and find me there. But yeah, I absolutely love beauty, and I defo want to incorporate it into this channel even more. So yeah, expect more beauty videos in the future. I just would love to know if you guys have got any requests for me as well, so I can film the videos you guys want to see. But thank you for watching, guys. I love you all loads, and I will see you all soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.